What is the difference between travel, trip, and journey? Did you travel in the summer? Yes, I went on several trips. Cool. Did you have smooth journeys? Yeah, all my flights were pleasant. No delays whatsoever. As you just heard, travel is often used as a verb and the other two as nouns. Now let's discuss all three words in detail. Travel. Travel is a verb which means to go to a place, especially one that is far from you. It can be somewhere in your own country or a place abroad. For example, we traveled to a beautiful little town last summer. My friend travels abroad once a month. She owns a very successful company. Travel can also be used as a noun, and in that case, it means the act of traveling in general. For instance, air travel is the most popular in most countries. We extended our travels for another week. It means we were having so much fun that we decided to stay there for another week. Outer space travel can be the next luxurious destination for wealthy people. Common mistake alert: do not confuse travel with trip. Look at this sentence. I got the souvenir on my trip to Australia, which is correct. But if you use travel instead of trip, you've made a mistake, because travel is almost never used with my, your, a, or other determiners. Trip. Trip is a noun, which means the act of going to a place and returning. It usually refers to more than one piece of travel and the activities you do in the places you visit. For example, I took lots of gorgeous pictures on my trip to the island. People around the world love taking trips in summertime. Trip is often used with the verbs go on and take. For instance, I've been working really hard for the past 12 months and I need to go on a long trip to relax. She took a trip to Egypt to see the wonderful pyramids. To describe different types of trips, we can say things like day trip, road trip, business trip. Like, on weekends, my friends and I take road trips to the country and have loads of fun. We did a day trip to the wildlife park last month. So as you can see, you can even use the verb do to talk about trips. He did a business trip to Australia. Journey. Journey is a noun, which means the act of going from one place to another. It refers to a single piece of travel when you go from point A to point B by car, train, plane, boat, or any other means of transportation. So if someone asks you, how was your journey? They're asking you about your time spent on transportation. Like, how was your journey? Oh, it was awful. First of all, my flight got delayed for 2 hours, and then there was this baby sitting next to me crying at the top of his voice, and then there was a lot of turbulence. So this person's journey moving from point A to point B was not comfortable. On the other hand, if someone asks you how was your trip, they're asking you about everything. The food, the activities, the weather. Like, how was your trip to Italy? Oh, it was fantastic. The weather was gorgeous, the people were so friendly, the food was delicious, and the historical sites were just breathtaking. Now, journey can also be used in the following two specific ways. 1. To talk about a long trip, especially if there are either difficulties or discoveries. For example, I would love to take a journey around the world. Heyerdahl, a Norwegian explorer, took a journey across the Atlantic from Sophie to Barbados on a primitive boat. And 2, to talk about a process of learning or self-discovery. For instance, he says his fitness journey is not going to be an easy one, but he's willing to take all the risks to make it happen. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button, and if you're new, please subscribe. See ya!